Hi guys, super excited to be with you today. I am going to show you guys a project that you can work on for your moms. We will be celebrating our moms on Sunday. We recognize them on this special day because they're awesome, right? We should recognize them every day, but we set aside this very special day to really love on our moms, tell them how much we love them, tell them how awesome they are. Because they really are. They do so much stuff for us, and so it is an awesome time to be able to say thank you and to let them know how much they mean to you. So I thought it would be kind of cool if I kind of showed you guys some of my favorite Mother's Day gifts that my kids have made for me. So over the years, you can see behind me these three pictures right here that you guys see in a lot of my videos. Those were all Mother's Day gifts from my kiddos. And so I love getting these treasures, and that's how I know how special they are to your parents when they get a special gift from you. And so if we were in the classroom, we would have been busy bees this week, right? We would have been making cards, we would have made an art project to give to mom. And so I don't want you guys to not have that opportunity. Now, to the moms, grandmas, dads, whoever's helping with this, sorry, you may have to help them along to make sure it all comes to pass, but I hope that you still get to enjoy the treasure after it's made. So how do I know that moms love handmade gifts? Well, because I am a mom and because my mom treasured all of those things. So here's a picture of me and my mom. And my mom is in heaven now, and I have been going through lots of totes and baskets and different things that my mom kept. And let me tell you, she had things that Miss Freeman made when she was in kindergarten. And so moms hold on to those things. They love them, they treasure them, and so we're going to give them a awesome gift to treasure. So things you're going to need today for this activity: you're going to need a plain piece of white paper. You're going to need pencil, a Sharpie, colored pencils if you have them. You're going to need watercolor if you have it. Now, if you don't have some of those tools, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You can always use an alternative to those. So my tripod is a little shaky today, but we're going to try to make this work like this. I'm going to try to get you guys a good angle. Oh, look, there's a few more Mother's Day creations my kiddos made. Ryan made this in preschool 3. Still have it. Getting ready to be in 5th grade. Oh, this is one Cherish made. Isn't that cool? That was in Miss Sullivan's class, preschool 3. And, oh, one more. A little tile. This was from Michael when he was in 1st grade. Pretty cool, huh? So your mom is going to treasure this. So we're going to get started. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to need our pencil, okay? So you're going to draw with your pencil. We'll outline with our Sharpie, and then you guys will be able to color and add to it at the end. So you've got your white piece of paper. It looks like this. You're going to want to do this project up and down because we're going to make a vase and we're going to fill it with flowers, okay? So we're going to start at the bottom with our vase. So my paper is going up and down this time, not side to side. A lot of times when we make art, we're doing side to side type things. So I'm going to turn this and try to draw where you guys can see it at this angle. So I'm actually going to come around on this side so you can see. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make like a flower pot. So we're going to make a straight line across, and then we're going to give it like a little skinny rectangle. That's going to be the top of our pot. And remember, at any time we're going over it, if you need to stop and pause the video so that you can add yours, feel free to do so. Then we're going to pull straight down to the bottom, straight down to the bottom. So we've made kind of a little flower pot for mom's flowers to be in. Okay? Now, on the inside of your pot, you're going to draw a heart. Now, remember, doesn't have to be perfect. Hearts come in all shapes and sizes. You want to make it about a medium-sized heart because you're going to write in your neatest handwriting, you're going to write mom on the inside of your heart. Do you think you can do that? So you're going to add that to the inside of your heart. And again, if you need to pause, feel free to do that. Now, we're only going to put 3 flowers inside this pot, okay? Now, I don't know if you remembered. I'm going to grab it real quick. This was one that Cherish made in kindergarten, okay? So it kind of had, you know, a flower pot, kind of like we're making. And then she made 3 flowers. Now, we're going to make different flowers than these. If you like these kind of flowers, you can add those in your pot as well. But we are going to make 3 different kinds. So I'm going to show you 3 different styles of flowers to add to your pot. So the first one we're going to do is similar to the one that I just showed you that Cherish made. We're going to make like a little cloud, kind of reminds me of popcorn. A little just flowery twirl. And then we're going to do the same thing around it, except it's going to be bigger. So it's kind of like a little popcorn and then a cloud shape. And then we're going to pull straight down to make a stem. And then you can add your leaves on either side. Doesn't matter if you put yours higher or lower, your leaves, or if your flower's a little bit bigger than mine, that's okay too. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna tilt just a little bit more so you can see. Next one we're gonna do, we're gonna pull this flower kind of from the middle. So he's gonna be a little bit taller. And this one's a fun one to make. So we kind of give him some spikes up top, and then we pull him around. And then we're gonna give him a stem down. And we're gonna add him some leaves on the side. And then our last flower we're gonna make is like a rose flower. So he's gonna have a little twirl at the top. I call it a spiral. So we're gonna spiral out like this. And then we're gonna connect the spiral, almost like a snail. I think you're making a little snail. Then you're gonna pull down and around. And we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna draw him a stem down to the bottom of our flower pot and add some leaves. Now you can add more leaves, less leaves. 2's a good amount, doesn't look too full. Probably wouldn't add more than 3 to any one of your flowers. Awesome job, guys. Now, for finishing touches to your drawing, if you would like to draw, because we have some extra space up here, some friends, you might want to make like a butterfly that's kind of flying around your flower pot, or maybe a few butterflies. Maybe you want one over here and one over here. You can add, or another bug. You could make a ladybug or a, really any kind of bug you would like, you can add there. All right, so I'm going to tilt this back up where you can see me, and I'm going to hold this kind of straight so that you can kind of see the finished product. So we've got our mom in there. If you wanted to add a sun, you could do that to your picture. If you wanted to make some grass at the bottom, you could add those finishing touches to your picture. Any of that would be great. So now you guys know what to do, right? We're gonna Sharpie our lines that we made. So all across your paper, every line that you made, you're gonna outline it with a Sharpie, even on your little critters that you made. So the one thing to be careful with when you're Sharpieing is on your word mom. If you made your letters kind of, because sometimes our Sharpie tip is a little fatter than our handwriting. So if you need to use a skinnier something, or might want to have mom, grandma, whoever, dad, whoever's helping you, kind of help you go back over that. Once you finish your Sharpie, you guys are experienced. You're going to look back over. We're going to erase any stray marks that we have left on our paper. And we're going to go back and make sure that we got all those extra pencil marks erased. So we're gonna trace over everything. If you want to add extra, like maybe you wanted something else in your picture, feel free to do that. This is just something to go by, nothing you have to follow completely. Now, while you're tracing, you can't be thinking about what colors you might want to make your flowers. So I always like to do a combination of things, usually when I'm doing artwork. You guys know when we made a lot of our drawings, we would use some crayon or some colored pencil and then some watercolor as well. So for the flowers, you can choose to use your watercolors if you would like to, or you could use your crayons to color in your flowers and then use your watercolors to do your background. Sometimes the watercolors bleed a little bit and it's a little easier on a bigger surface for you to do that. And you guys are not working with watercolor paper this time, so this paper is your paper is probably thinner than what we're usually using in the classroom for projects like this. So once you get, and this was a fast, quick version, Miss Freeman just did really fast. So once you get this accomplished, you're ready to start coloring. So I'm not going to color my whole thing while I'm with you, but I am going to show you kind of a start. So I'm actually going to use some colored pencils for mine. And so I want to choose kind of appropriate color choices. So I don't want to make, you know, purple stems or orange stems. So we're going to try to think if it's a real flower, what it might look like. So I'm going to make my leaves and my stems green. Now you can use your crayons for this or your colored pencils, whichever you would like. Sometimes the crayons can be a little brighter in color if you would like to have something brighter. I am just going to do these two flowers so that you guys can kind of see what it's looking like, and you guys can color with me and then finish when the video is complete. So kind of colored in my stems. Then I'm going to decide, do I want what color of flowers? Maybe I want a purple one, so I could color some of this one purple. Maybe I want a red one. See if I can find my red. A red flower. So you want to choose for your flowers, one thing to keep in mind, you want to have some bright colors in there. So choosing some colors you might see in the rainbow would be a good idea. So you have lots of bright flowers for mom. And maybe I want to put a little blue on this one. There is no right or wrong to what color you choose. They are your flowers for your mom. Ooh, you may want to think about what colors do you think are mom's favorite colors. You might want to add those colors to your flowers. Now, your heart inside your flower pot, when you go to color that, you're probably going to want to choose like a pink or a red or a purple. Remember, once you've traced over it with your Sharpie, you'll still be able to see your Sharpie, so it's okay for you to color right over top of it. So here's kind of two little flowers that I did very quickly. And so you can color this heart any color you want to. You can decorate your pot any color you want to. And then you can watercolor the background. Now, when you watercolor the background, if I'm thinking about what might be outside with my flowers, maybe the sky. So I might want to use my blue. I would definitely choose probably a solid color because you have lots of other colors going on in your picture, and so that won't take away. So I'm going to show you Cherish's from her kindergarten year one more time so that you can see. So she did hers all the same color that year. You can do your flowers whatever color you want to, and then you're going to have your blue in the background, and you can make your pot whatever color you would like. If mom is there helping you, You can ask her, what color would you like the pot to be? What are your favorite colors for your flowers? So I've also attached for you guys a poem that you can do with mom. And so I always think it's really sweet to look back on my kids' handwriting from the time. And so if you have a printer available, it's on there for you to print it out and let them do the writing. And let them sound out the words, because that's special too. Remembering what they were doing at this age is so meaningful. So just know that it doesn't have to be spelled right. You want them to do it as if it was their own work. So you can read it to them, kind of filling in the blank, and let them tell you what they want to put. Helping them sound it out is great, but not necessarily spelling the word for them. And then you'll have that memory to keep their handwriting, how they were writing and spelling, and you'll also have a beautiful bouquet of flowers or a pot full of flowers from your kindergartner. Moms, you are amazing. I think you all are fantastic. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Mother's Day and just feel loved so much, because you are. Bye, guys.